Hello, everybody. This is Carol Copeland Thomas. I'm going to keep you just a few minutes. Want to talk to you about what's taking place here in the U.S. with our government shutdown and give you a little history. Now, they've been tracking shutdowns since 1980. There were disruptions in finance gaps before that time, particularly in the 70s. There were funding gaps that would last 12 days, 8 days, etc. But in terms of full shutdowns, that's been an occurrence since the 80s. The first one occurring May 1st, 1980. First shutdown closed everything. It lasted 1 day. And let me skip ahead and talk about the shutdown that took place in 1990, October 5th to the 9th, 1990. That was a Bush veto over the deficit bill, and the parks and the museums closed for 3 days. And then November 14 to 1995, there was a 5-day shutdown under President Clinton. It was Clinton versus the GOP Congress. Medicare and environment disruptions took place during that 5-day period. Then we skip ahead during the Obama period from October 1st to the 17th, 16-day shutdown in 2013. And that was a fight over the Affordable Care Act. And 800,000 federal workers were furloughed during that 16-day shutdown. And then the last one, before the one that started really early this morning, was January 20th to the 22nd, 2018, under Donald Trump. It was a disruption and a dispute over DACA, immigration issues, and it was for 3 days. Then, also under President Trump, I didn't realize there were two, but there were. This is during his first administration, December 22nd to December 22nd, 2018 to January 25th, 2019, and that was for 35 days. That was the longest in U.S. history. It was about the border fight, the border wall, 800,000 workers affected. And now we have another shutdown under Donald Trump. Today, which started this morning at 12:01 a.m. And it is basically dealing with the budget, where the Republicans in Congress and the Democrats are miles apart. The budget, if it were to go ahead, will severely impact health care. Premiums could go up exponentially. Just a lot of very high costs that the middle class and the working class will be impacted by. It will not impact those who are very wealthy. Certainly the billionaires will not be impacted by it if that budget goes forward. And so the Republicans, minus two Democrats, the Democrats, I should say, minus two Democrats and one independent in the Senate, 3 have gone and joined the ranks of the Republicans in passing this budget. But the remaining Democrats in the House and the Summit I can't speak today, and the Senate have said, no, we need to negotiate and figure this out so that it will not have the impact on Medicaid, healthcare issues, etc. So they're standing their ground, and I'm with them at this time. I don't like disruptions, and I don't like to see almost 1 million federal workers impacted by this horrific political act at this point. So time will tell. We don't know what's going to happen. I pray it's not going to be 3 days, much less 35 days. And we're going to talk about this. There'll be a lot of developments that'll take place between now and Friday, October 3rd, from 11 a.m. Eastern to 1 p.m. That is our U.S.-UK Summit on Race. That's going to take place at that time. On Zoom, you can go to mssconnect.com, check it out, register free of charge. We have a fabulous speaker from the United Kingdom, Dr. Kai Inde Andrews, and he is the first professor of Black Studies in the United Kingdom and really all of Europe. I have the privilege of responding to him during that event, so we're going to talk about lots of issues in addition to this shutdown. We hope that you'll join us on Friday, 11 a.m. the US UK Summit on Race, we will also pay tribute to Black History Month, which is taking place right now in the United Kingdom. Thanks so much for joining. We'll be back tomorrow. Lots to talk about, lots to think about. This is Carol Copeland Thomas. Hope to see you on Friday at the US UK Summit on Race. Take care. Bye-bye.